Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, press the like button. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 7:16 p.m.
And Alexa, the weather this evening?
This evening, you can expect showers, with temperatures around 15 degrees. By the way, I can now give you birthday gift ideas from Amazon's gift guide. Want to hear one now?
Yes, please.
How about some healthy activity? A fitness gift could be just the right push to get them up and going, even on a Monday. I can help you find a top-rated gift for under £50. To hear more details, say, tell me more, or to hear other gift ideas, just say, next.
Alexa, stop. Right guys, I took a phone call from my mum Jennifer this morning and she asked me if I would like to go up to hers at Dowell Garden. So yes, I've been on my own most of the week, apart from once when I went out to Home Bay. It gets monotonous, tiring, boring and annoying with just kids and running up and down across the ceiling, so I jumped at the chance to get out of here. Whether it was a good idea or not, I shall probably find out later on. Right, so my mum ordered a taxi for about 11:30. A really old Indian chap took me up to Dowell Gardens, very polite, very nice, dropped me outside my mum's flat. Went inside, but I have been feeling quite unwell for a few days. I've got trouble with my last remaining molar, which is giving me grief. So I was feeling unwell. Mum kindly ordered a pizza for me, and I've still got some of it now, so I haven't been stuck indoors with nothing to eat, watching everybody else have fun as I usually do, stuck indoors by myself, sometimes in an incredible amount of pain. Because people look normal and they act normal, it doesn't mean they're not suffering from pain or a disability. Some disabilities you can't see, and that's what mine is. I managed to slowly eat half of this pizza. It's a 10-inch pizza, a meaty feast, which later on I'm going to cook up the rest, or tomorrow for my lunch. Right. It's a meaty feast pizza. My mum ordered a Tennessee fudge cake as well, so I had that. And my mum paid for that. And when the dark-haired gentleman arrived with the pizza, Mum paid for it. Slowly ate the pizza. As you can see, I can't eat it all. I have to eat a little bit at a time. I was glad because I would have sat in here by myself, probably eating a pasty or whatever I can find to eat. And sometimes when you're in pain, you just lie on the sofa. And I was watching a programme round my mum's. It was on the news about the sufferers of chronic pain and how it's quite common. And it is. It's a condition you have to learn to live with, especially when the illness you've got there's no cure for, and there's no cure for mine. I've had several teeth pulled out and I've still got this chronic pain in the face and jaw. And sometimes you find that the medication you take can give you mouth ulcers as well. So at the moment I've got a rather large mouth ulcer. It looks like my tooth really does need to be extracted, and it hurts. And sometimes when you're in bed, as one woman was saying on that pain documentary, you don't feel like getting out of the bed in the morning, but I mean I'm forced to. With all the noise where I live, I'm actually forced to get up. There's no way that you can lie in this flat in peace and quiet with chronic pain. You are woke at the place is so incredibly noisy that it is just impossible too oversleep. I get woken up at 6 o'clock every morning, even on a Sunday. So how can you lie in with chronic pain? Right? You can't. Anyway, I don't want to keep moaning about my condition. That's why some people don't even know that I suffer from chronic pain, because I go around walking max 3 times a day and suffer silently. I don't go, sometimes I want to scream and bang my head, but I hold myself with dignity and try not to. There are times I'm crawled up on the floor, especially in 2020 and 2021 when all the noise was going upstairs on the floor. I was in a fetal position on the floor, banging my hands on my own floor, screaming for it to stop. The pain and the noise. Anyway, so I watched Edward Scissorhands round my mum's as well, with Johnny Depp in. I watched that, switched the channels on and off, watched Four in a Bed, the hotel programme. This is all getting written up in my diary later on. Charlotte didn't ring. Charlotte never sent my mum a birthday card. My mother showed me her birthday cards. I saw the one that I sent her from Wikipedia.com. I saw that all written out. From what I could see, she had 4 birthday cards. Mine, Sue and Barry next door, Karen, her friend, she was Dad's friend as well, Karen, and Malcolm and Anne. That's my auntie and uncle that never sent me a birthday or Christmas card, but they sent my mum a birthday card, Malcolm and Anne. Malcolm was a postman. Malcolm is my mum Jennifer's brother. I haven't got any brothers and sisters that are alive. I'm the only surviving child. My mum has got Malcolm and Rodney and Linda. She's still got siblings. I don't have any. So Mum showed me a birthday card. Sue and Barry had got my mum a candle and 2 bottles of perfume. So my mum did have presents. And she did have birthday cards. Okay, so my mum was completely fine and happy. I took Max outside the back, and Veronica was sat on her doorstep with a black furry hooded coat over her head. Veronica next door to my mum, a very nice coloured lady, was sat on the doorstep with a black hooded furry coat over her head, because it started to rain, and it's raining here where I am in Rochester now. It's raining. I didn't see anybody else or speak to anybody else, but I did see Sue briefly on the doorstep and said hello to Sue, and Sue said she was going to come into my mum later and show her pictures of swans. So Sue was going to come back and see my mum with pictures of swans. Right? The thing is, guys, I suffer from a very chronic condition, and it does isolate you. I don't want to put it on my neighbours. I don't want to go running around screaming or asking for help, because I don't do that. I cope with it by myself, okay? I do have a son that lives not far from me, and if I was in desperate need of help, I can obviously get hold of him for now. But I can't have a really, really serious relationship or friendship with people without them knowing that I suffer from chronic pain, and 1 minute I can be completely fine and be able to cope with it, and then the next minute later I'm disabled with a migraine, I can't see, I'm blinded, I'm numb, and all I want to do is lie down in a dark room with no TV on and no loud noise. So this is why I can't work as well, because a phone can start it off, the wind, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, and even talking. And I have had to learn to have coping strategies to cope with it. You know, like taking medication, avoiding things that trigger it off, and sometimes you do just have to stay indoors with the doors shut, cotton wool in your ears, and all that kind of thing, right? But there are people that have got boyfriends when they've got disabilities, because certain people see past the ugliness of chronic pain, the ugliness of a disability, the ugliness of a disfigured face. There are people out there that are kind and helpful and look after people with disfigurement and disability and pain, right? So I stayed with my mum till about 6 o'clock. My mum rang for a taxi. The assistant on the phone said, can you ring back in 15 minutes, because they were trying to get hold of a taxi that would take a little chihuahua. And I carried on watching Edward Scissorhands. Mum went outside and cut the bushes with a pair of scissors. She was cutting the outside bushes with a pair of scissors. And Mum phoned at 6:30. They said a taxi